A Filipino comedy horror parody movie? This could be interesting. Parody films are really difficult to make appealing to a wider audience. Where the most famous comedy horror parody movie, Scary Movie, succeeded was that it was basing itself off a very popular movie of the time, but also adding in recognisable scenes from other current films, not just horror films, to make it relatable. Well, in this film, the filmmaker has decided to base the story on a classic 70s horror film that any horror movie lover should know, but this time adding in something more relevant to the now: influencer and meme culture. And it's an interesting and divisive result. Hi, I'm the Artie Dans from Asian Film Fans, and I'm going to tell you why you should consider watching the Filipino comedy horror film, The ExorSIS. Gina lives with her sister Danny and runs the family grocery store with several employees. Their relationship is frosty as Gina blames Danny for the death of their parents. Gina's dream is to study a business course in Australia, and when her scholarship is granted, she has an argument with Danny and wishes she was cursed. And in true movie spirit, that's exactly what happens. A restless spirit overtakes Danny's body, and Gina has 40 days to get rid of it by helping it find the source of what's keeping it from passing over. There's a great little metaphor in the story there too that will become very clear as you watch it. As with all parody movies, enjoyment mileage will vary depending on how familiar you are with the source material and all the other elements included. The original Exorcist from the early 70s is a very serious horror film that pioneered the horror genre to a mainstream audience, featuring a young Linda Blair as the 12-year-old possessed Reagan, who is exorcised by a priest who is testing his faith in the church. So here's an interesting fact. This movie was released on Christmas Day in 2021, while the original Exorcist was released back in 1973 on the day after Christmas. In regards to story links between the two movies, there isn't really much, if any. It's more the concept and some of the famous scenes of the original, such as the vomiting, the head spinning, and the backwards crab walk down the stairs, which are parodied in this film. I mentioned that this movie adds influencer and meme culture to the parody elements, but perhaps I'm using the wrong phrase. There's very much a modern vibe in this film, the quest to be YouTube famous, the mentioning of liking and subscribing, which is a good idea if you get the hint. The jokes about mobile phone signals, the scammer phone calls, the sudden breakout of dance moves as if everyone's filming a TikTok video, and even a funny scene about ordering milk tea just as the witch doctor is about to start doing his thing. This is where I refer back to the mileage may vary on this film. If you find those things kinda cringy, then you might not enjoy this film. If you're willing to just roll with the punches, this movie delivers, and there is quite an entertaining and charming movie here, and that's because of the two lead actresses, Toni and Alex Gonzaga, real-life sisters who play the sisters Gina and Danny in this film respectively. I have to admit, it was a brave move for Alex Gonzaga to wear the horrible Reagan-style demon makeup for half of the film, covering her very pretty face. That actually feels like there is real passion between them. Their real sisterly relationship is on the big screen, which makes the connection between the two characters and the audience feel actually genuine, especially when they are quarreling with each other. You can tell they've had some practice at it. Additionally, the movie uses a nice blend of practical and CGI effects to pull off the overall look. The head spinning effect specifically looks great, even though you can tell it's CGI as the scars are repeating themselves as the head keeps spinning. But you have to really be looking for that to notice it. I also enjoyed the way the countdown in the movie was shown and how it interacted with the background. However, there are some negatives with the film. Clocking in at almost 2 hours, it feels like 20 minutes too long, with a lot of filler at times added due to the meme-style scenes that sometimes go on for far too long. The Wayans brothers perfected this formula with Scary Movie, making a brisk film full of references that never overstayed their welcome, but perhaps some of what we're seeing on the screen is just lost in translation and more suited to the original Filipino audience. If you're in the mood for a modern comedy horror parody film and are prepared to give Filipino movies a try, then this is something you should consider. If your knowledge of the original Exorcist is lacking, and you're not up with current trends and meme culture, then you might not enjoy what this film has to offer. It's unashamedly a comedy film, and it makes no apologies for it. Those looking for a scary horror should look elsewhere. I enjoyed it, and I think you should at least give it a try. You never know, there might be something here for you to enjoy. If you have seen it though, what did you think of it? Thank you for watching this video. Please press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.